What if everything you thought you knew about the world was just the tip of the iceberg? What if the truth has been hidden in plain sight, waiting for those brave enough to question the official narrative? From shadowy government experiments to ancient secrets buried by time, conspiracy theories have fascinated, terrified, and inspired us for generations. They challenge our understanding of reality, sparking debates that divide families, friends, and even nations. Today, we're diving into the top 25 conspiracy theories of all time, stories so compelling, so bizarre, and so controversial that they've captured the imaginations of millions. Whether you're a skeptic, a believer, or just curious, this video will take you on a journey through the most intriguing mysteries that have left even the most rational minds questioning what's real. So buckle up, because by the end of this, you might just see the world a little differently. Let's begin. Now turning to one of the most debated conspiracy theories of all time, the Moon Landing Hoax. This theory claims that the historic 1969 moon landing, celebrated as one of humanity's greatest achievements, was actually staged by NASA. Proponents of this idea point to several anomalies in the footage and photographs from the mission. For instance, they argue that the American flag appears to be waving in the vacuum of space, where there's no wind. They also highlight the absence of stars in the background of the lunar photos, suggesting the images were taken in a studio rather than on the moon. The origins of this theory can be traced back to a book published in the 1970s titled "We Never Went to the Moon," which laid out many of these claims. Over the years, figures like Bill Kaysing, a former NASA employee, have fueled the speculation, arguing that the technology of the time wasn't advanced enough to safely land humans on the moon and return them to Earth. However, scientists and historians have repeatedly debunked these claims. They explain that the flag's movement was caused by the astronauts adjusting it, not by wind, and that the lack of stars in the photos is due to the camera settings, which were optimized for the bright lunar surface. Despite these explanations, the moon landing hoax remains one of the most enduring conspiracy theories, a testament to the power of doubt and the allure of questioning the official narrative. As we move forward, this theory sets the stage for even more intriguing mysteries to come. Now turning to one of the most infamous events in modern history, the assassination of President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963. Kennedy was shot and killed while riding in a motorcade through Dealey Plaza in Dallas, Texas. The official investigation, led by the Warren Commission, concluded that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone, firing 3 shots from the Texas School Book Depository. However, this conclusion has been met with widespread skepticism, giving rise to countless conspiracy theories that continue to captivate the public imagination. One of the most debated aspects of the case is the so-called magic bullet theory. The Warren Commission claimed that a single bullet caused multiple wounds to both Kennedy and Texas Governor John Connally, who was seated in front of the president. Critics argue that the bullet's trajectory defies physics, leading many to believe that there must have been a second shooter. This theory has fueled speculation that the assassination was the result of a coordinated effort rather than the act of a lone gunman. Alternative explanations point to various groups and individuals who may have had motives to eliminate Kennedy. Some theories suggest the involvement of the Central Intelligence Agency, citing Kennedy's strained relationship with the agency following the failed Bay of Pigs invasion. Others implicate the mafia, claiming that Kennedy's administration cracked down on organized crime, prompting retaliation. There are even claims that Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson orchestrated the assassination to assume the presidency, though these remain largely unsubstantiated. Central to the ongoing debate is the Zapruder film, a 26-second home movie that captured the assassination in gruesome detail. The film has been analyzed frame by frame, with many pointing to inconsistencies that challenge the official narrative. For instance, some believe the film shows Kennedy's head moving backward, suggesting a shot from the front rather than the rear, where Oswald was positioned. This has led to theories of a second shooter on the grassy knoll, a small hill overlooking Dealey Plaza. Despite decades of investigation, the JFK assassination remains shrouded in mystery. The official story, the alternative theories, and the enduring questions surrounding the Zapruder film have made this event a cornerstone of conspiracy culture. As we delve deeper into the top 25 conspiracy theories, the JFK assassination serves as a powerful reminder of how one moment in history can spark endless speculation and debate. Now turning to one of the most enduring and far-reaching conspiracy theories in modern history, the belief in a secretive global elite known as the Illuminati and their alleged plan to establish a new world order. This theory traces its roots back to the late 18th century in Bavaria, where a group called the Order of the Illuminati was founded by Adam Weishaupt, a professor of law. The original Illuminati aimed to promote Enlightenment ideals and oppose religious influence over public life, but the group was disbanded by the Bavarian government in 1785. Despite its short existence, the Illuminati became the subject of intense speculation, with many claiming the group went underground and continued to operate in secret. Fast forward to the modern era, and the Illuminati has become a symbol of a shadowy cabal believed to control world events from behind the scenes. Proponents of this theory argue that the Illuminati, along with other powerful groups like the Bilderberg Group and the Freemasons, manipulate governments, economies, and media to establish a new world order, a one-world government that would strip individuals of their freedoms. This idea has been fueled by fears of globalization, technological surveillance, and the concentration of wealth and power in the hands of a few. The Illuminati conspiracy theory has found its way into pop culture, with countless references in music, movies, and television. Artists like Jay-Z and Beyoncé have been accused of embedding Illuminati symbolism in their work, from hand gestures to album artwork. Similarly, the use of all-seeing eye imagery, pyramids, and other occult symbols in corporate logos and political propaganda has been interpreted as evidence of the Illuminati's influence. While many dismiss these claims as coincidental or exaggerated, they continue to captivate the public imagination. In politics and finance, the theory often intersects with distrust of institutions like the Federal Reserve, the United Nations, and the World Economic Forum. Critics argue that these organizations are tools of the global elite, working to centralize power and control. The rise of digital currencies, artificial intelligence, and global surveillance has only amplified these fears, with some warning that these technologies could be used to enforce the New World Order. The Illuminati, a New World Order conspiracy theory, taps into a deep-seated fear of losing autonomy in an increasingly interconnected world. Whether rooted in historical fact or fueled by modern anxieties, this theory remains a powerful narrative that challenges us to question who holds power and how it is wielded. As we continue our exploration of the top 25 conspiracy theories, the Illuminati serves as a reminder of how easily fear and speculation can shape our understanding of the world. Now turning to one of the most iconic and mysterious locations in conspiracy lore, Area 51, and its alleged connection to extraterrestrial life. Nestled in the Nevada desert, this highly classified U.S. Air Force facility has long been the subject of intense speculation and intrigue. The secrecy surrounding Area 51 has fueled countless theories, with many believing it houses evidence of alien encounters, advanced extraterrestrial technology, and even living beings from other worlds. The story of Area 51 connection to UFOs gained significant traction after the infamous Roswell incident in 1947. In July of that year, reports emerged of a crashed object near Roswell, New Mexico, which the military initially described as a flying disc. However, officials quickly retracted the statement, claiming it was merely a weather balloon. This abrupt change in narrative sparked widespread suspicion, with many believing the government was covering up the recovery of an alien spacecraft and its occupants. Decades later, declassified documents and testimonies from former military personnel have only deepened the mystery, with some claiming the wreckage and bodies were transported to Area 51 for analysis and storage. Over the years, numerous whistleblowers have come forward with astonishing claims about the activities at Area 51. Bob Lazar, a controversial figure, gained notoriety in the late 1980s when he alleged he had worked on reverse engineering alien technology at a site near Area 51. Lazar described advanced propulsion systems and materials that defied conventional physics, though his claims remain unverified. Similarly, other individuals have shared stories of secretive projects, underground facilities, and encounters with extraterrestrial beings, further cementing Area 51's reputation as a hub for UFO research. The cultural impact of Area 51 is undeniable. It has become a symbol of government secrecy and the unknown, inspiring countless movies, television shows, and books. Films like Independence Day and Men in Black have depicted Area 51 as a repository for alien technology and a battleground for humanity's survival. The facility's mystique has also permeated music, art, and even video games, making it a staple of popular culture. In 2019, a viral Facebook event called Storm Area 51, They Can't Stop All of Us, captured the world's attention, with millions jokingly pledging to raid the base in search of aliens. While the event was largely a meme, it underscored the enduring fascination with Area 51 and its secrets. Despite the lack of concrete evidence, the allure of Area 51 persists. For many, it represents the possibility of life beyond Earth and the lengths to which governments might go to conceal the truth. As we continue our journey through the top 25 conspiracy theories, Area 51 stands as a testament to humanity's unquenchable curiosity about the unknown and our desire to uncover the mysteries that lie just beyond our reach. Now turning to one of the most controversial and emotionally charged conspiracy theories of all time, the claim that the United States government was involved in the September 11th attacks. This theory, often referred to as the 9/11 inside job theory, suggests that elements within the U.S. government orchestrated or allowed the attacks to occur as a pretext for war and increased surveillance. While the official narrative points to the terrorist group Al-Qaeda as the sole perpetrator, skeptics have raised numerous questions about the events of that day, pointing to anomalies that they argue cannot be easily explained. One of the most frequently cited points of contention is the collapse of World Trade Center Building 7. This 47-story skyscraper was not struck by an airplane, yet it fell into its own footprint in a manner that some claim resembles a controlled demolition. Proponents of the inside job theory argue that the building's symmetrical collapse, along with reports of explosions heard by witnesses, suggests it was brought down intentionally. However, experts and government investigations, including the National Institute of Standards and Technology, have concluded that the collapse was caused by fires fueled by debris from the nearby Twin Towers, combined with structural damage. Despite this, the collapse of Building 7 remains a focal point for those who question the official account. Another anomaly often highlighted is the attack on the Pentagon. Critics argue that the damage to the building does not align with the impact of a commercial airliner. They point to the relatively small size of the hole in the Pentagon's exterior and the lack of visible plane debris in photographs. Some even suggest that a missile, rather than a plane, struck the building. However, official reports and eyewitness accounts confirm that American Airlines Flight 77 did indeed crash into the Pentagon, and the damage is consistent with the plane's trajectory and speed. The absence of large debris pieces is attributed to the plane's disintegration upon impact. A third area of skepticism revolves around the alleged lack of plane debris at the Shanksville, Pennsylvania, crash site of United Airlines Flight 93. Some theorists claim that the absence of recognizable wreckage, such as engines or fuselage, indicates that the plane was shot down or never crashed there at all. However, investigators have explained that the plane's high-speed impact caused it to disintegrate, scattering debris over a wide area and embedding much of it into the ground. Additionally, human remains and personal effects were recovered, supporting the official account of the crash. Supporters of the official narrative emphasize the overwhelming evidence linking the attacks to Al-Qaeda, including phone calls from hijackers, flight manifests, and the group's own admissions of responsibility. They argue that the anomalies cited by skeptics can be explained through careful analysis, and that the conspiracy theory relies on selective interpretation of evidence. Critics of the inside job theory also point out the immense logistical challenges and moral implications of such a plot, questioning how such a massive operation could remain secret. The 9/11 inside job theory remains one of the most divisive and emotionally charged conspiracy theories in modern history. For some, it represents a profound distrust of government and a search for answers in the face of tragedy. For others, it is a painful distraction from the real causes and consequences of the attacks. As we continue our exploration of the top 25 conspiracy theories, the 9/11 inside job theory serves as a stark reminder of how deeply trauma and uncertainty can shape our understanding of the world. Now turning to a theory that has seen a surprising resurgence in recent years, the belief that the Earth is flat. While the idea of a flat Earth might seem like a relic of ancient times, it has gained traction in the modern era, fueled by social media and a growing distrust of established institutions. This theory, known as the flat Earth theory, challenges the widely accepted scientific consensus that the Earth is an oblate spheroid, instead claiming that our planet is a flat, disc-shaped plane. The roots of the flat Earth theory stretch back thousands of years, with early civilizations like the ancient Greeks and Babylonians holding flat Earth beliefs. However, by the time of the Renaissance, the spherical Earth model had become widely accepted, thanks to advancements in astronomy and exploration. Despite this, the theory has experienced a modern revival, with proponents arguing that evidence of a flat Earth has been suppressed by governments and scientific organizations. Modern flat Earth advocates often point to perceived inconsistencies in space exploration and satellite imagery as proof of their claims. They argue that images of Earth from space are fabricated, citing anomalies like the lack of curvature in horizon photos or the alleged use of fisheye lenses in satellite imagery. Additionally, they question the feasibility of space travel, suggesting that missions like the Apollo moon landings were staged to perpetuate the spherical Earth narrative. These claims, while widely debunked, have found a receptive audience among those skeptical of mainstream science. Social media has played a significant role in the spread of the flat Earth theory, providing a platform for proponents to share their ideas and connect with like-minded individuals. Viral videos, online forums, and influencers have amplified the theory, often presenting it as a countercultural movement against perceived elitism and deception. This digital ecosystem has allowed the theory to reach a global audience, despite its lack of scientific credibility. Scientists and educators have repeatedly refuted flat Earth claims, offering clear evidence of the Earth's curvature and the mechanics of gravity. Experiments like the Bedford Level experiment, which demonstrated the Earth's curvature in the 19th century, and modern observations from satellites and space missions provide overwhelming proof of a spherical Earth. Yet, flat Earth proponents remain unconvinced, often dismissing scientific evidence as part of a larger conspiracy. The flat Earth theory serves as a fascinating case study in the power of belief and the challenges of combating misinformation in the digital age. While it may seem absurd to many, its persistence highlights the human tendency to question authority and seek alternative explanations for the world around us. As we continue our journey through the top 25 conspiracy theories, the flat Earth theory reminds us of the enduring allure of ideas that defy conventional wisdom. Now turning to one of the most enduring mysteries of the modern age, the Bermuda Triangle. Stretching between Miami, Bermuda, and Puerto Rico, this infamous region of the Atlantic Ocean has been the site of numerous unexplained disappearances of ships and planes, earning it the nickname the Devil's Triangle. For decades, the Bermuda Triangle has captivated the public imagination, sparking countless theories about what might be behind these strange occurrences. One of the most famous cases linked to the Bermuda Triangle is the disappearance of Flight 19 in December of 1945. This training mission involved 5 U.S. Navy torpedo bombers that vanished without a trace during a routine exercise. Despite extensive search efforts, no wreckage or remains were ever found, and the incident remains one of the most baffling aviation mysteries in history. Adding to the intrigue, a rescue plane sent to locate Flight 19 also disappeared, further fueling speculation about the area's dangers. Another well-known case is the USS Cyclops, a massive Navy cargo ship that vanished in March of 1918 with over 300 crew members on board. The ship was traveling from Barbados to Baltimore when it disappeared, leaving no distress signals or debris. The loss of the USS Cyclops remains the largest non-combat loss of life in U.S. Navy history, and its disappearance has been a cornerstone of Bermuda Triangle lore. Over the years, a wide range of theories have been proposed to explain the strange phenomena in the Bermuda Triangle. Some suggest that magnetic anomalies in the region interfere with navigation systems, causing ships and planes to lose their way. Others point to underwater methane hydrates, which could theoretically create sudden gas eruptions capable of sinking vessels. More speculative theories propose the existence of underwater alien bases, or even portals to other dimensions, though these ideas lack scientific evidence. Scientists, however, offer more grounded explanations. They argue that the Bermuda Triangle is no more dangerous than other heavily trafficked regions of the ocean. Many of the disappearances can be attributed to human error, severe weather, or mechanical failures. The area is also prone to sudden storms and strong ocean currents, which can make navigation challenging. Additionally, the high volume of air and sea traffic in the region increases the likelihood of accidents, creating the illusion of a higher than normal disappearance rate. Despite the scientific explanations, the Bermuda Triangle continues to fascinate and inspire countless books, documentaries, and films. Its enduring mystery serves as a reminder of humanity's fascination with the unknown and our desire to find patterns in the chaos of the natural world. As we move forward in our exploration of the top 25 conspiracy theories, the Bermuda Triangle stands as a testament to the power of mystery and the stories we tell to make sense of the unexplained. Now turning to another enigmatic tale that has fascinated conspiracy theorists for decades, the Philadelphia experiment. This alleged U.S. Navy experiment, said to have taken place in October of 1943, revolves around the claim that scientists attempted to render the USS Eldridge, a naval destroyer, invisible using electromagnetic fields. The story goes that the experiment, codenamed Project Rainbow, aimed to make the ship undetectable to enemy radar, but the results were far more bizarre and catastrophic than anyone could have imagined. According to the theory, the experiment succeeded in making the ship invisible, but at a horrifying cost. Witnesses claimed that the USS Eldridge not only vanished from sight, but also teleported from Philadelphia to Norfolk, Virginia, and back in a matter of seconds. Even more chilling are the accounts of the crew members who reportedly suffered severe side effects. Some were said to have been fused into the ship's metal structure, while others allegedly vanished entirely, never to be seen again. Survivors were said to have experienced mental instability, with some even claiming to have phased in and out of existence. The origins of the Philadelphia experiment theory can be traced back to a man named Carl Allen, also known as Carlos Allende, who claimed to have witnessed the event. In the 1950s, Allen sent letters to astronomer Morris Jessup, detailing the experiment and its horrifying consequences. These letters, along with Jessup's own interest in the paranormal, helped popularize the story. However, the U.S. Navy has consistently denied the experiment ever took place, and no official records or credible evidence have ever been found to support the claims. Despite the lack of proof, the Philadelphia experiment has had a significant impact on pop culture. It has inspired numerous books, documentaries, and films, including the 1984 movie The Philadelphia Experiment. The story taps into deep-seated fears about the misuse of advanced technology and the potential consequences of tampering with forces beyond human understanding. It also reflects a broader fascination with government secrecy and the idea that powerful institutions may be conducting experiments far beyond the public's knowledge. While the Philadelphia experiment remains one of the most intriguing conspiracy theories, it also serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked scientific ambition and the human tendency to seek extraordinary explanations for unexplained events. As we continue our journey through the top 25 conspiracy theories, the Philadelphia experiment stands as a reminder of how stories, whether true or not, can capture our imaginations and shape our understanding of the world. Now turning to a conspiracy theory that takes us from the high seas to the skies, the Denver Airport conspiracy. Denver International Airport, one of the largest airports in the United States, is not just a hub for travelers, but also a focal point for some of the most intriguing and bizarre conspiracy theories. At first glance, the airport's sprawling design and modern architecture might seem unremarkable, but a closer look reveals a series of strange features that have fueled speculation for decades. One of the most striking elements is the airport's collection of murals, which some believe contain hidden messages. These murals, created by artist Leo Tanguma, depict scenes of destruction, death, and rebirth. One mural, titled "Children of the World Dream of Peace," shows a figure in a gas mask holding a machine gun, while another features a menacing soldier holding a sword over a dove. Conspiracy theorists argue that these images are not just art, but warnings or prophecies of a coming apocalypse, possibly tied to the rise of a new world order. Then there's the infamous blue horse statue, known as Blucifer, which stands at the airport's entrance. This 32-foot-tall sculpture, with its glowing red eyes, has become a symbol of the airport's eerie reputation. The horse's creator, Luis Jimenez, tragically died during its construction when a piece of the statue fell and severed an artery in his leg. Some theorists see this as a dark omen, while others believe the statue itself is a harbinger of doom. Adding to the mystery is the airport's delayed construction and massive budget overruns. Denver International Airport took 6 years to build, opening in 1995, 2 years behind schedule and at a cost of nearly $5 billion. This led to rumors that the delays were due to the construction of a vast underground bunker or secret facility beneath the airport. Some claim this hidden complex is a headquarters for the New World Order, a place where the global elite could retreat in the event of a catastrophic event. Others suggest it houses advanced technology or even extraterrestrial artifacts. Despite these theories, the airport's officials have dismissed the claims as baseless, attributing the delays and costs to logistical challenges and the sheer scale of the project. However, the lack of transparency and the airport's unusual features have only deepened the intrigue. From the cryptic murals to the ominous statue and the whispers of hidden tunnels, Denver International Airport remains a hotspot for conspiracy theorists. As we continue our exploration of the top 25 conspiracy theories, the Denver Airport conspiracy serves as a fascinating example of how art, architecture, and human imagination can intertwine to create stories that captivate and unsettle. Whether fact or fiction, these theories remind us of the power of mystery and the enduring allure of the unknown. Now turning to a conspiracy theory that takes us back to the early 20th century and one of the most infamous maritime disasters in history, the Titanic switch theory. This theory suggests that the RMS Titanic, the so-called unsinkable ship, was not the vessel that sank on its maiden voyage in 1912. Instead, some believe it was actually its sister ship, the RMS Olympic, that met its tragic end in the icy waters of the North Atlantic. The theory hinges on the idea that the White Star Line, the company that owned both ships, orchestrated an elaborate insurance scam. The Olympic had been involved in a collision with a British warship, the HMS Hawke, in 1911, which caused significant damage. Repairing the Olympic was costly, and the ship's reputation had been tarnished. According to the theory, the White Star Line decided to switch the identities of the two ships, sending the damaged Olympic out as the Titanic to claim the insurance money while keeping the real Titanic safe. Proponents of this theory point to alleged differences between the two ships. While the Titanic and Olympic were nearly identical in design, some claim there were subtle variations, such as the number of portholes or the placement of certain features. They argue that these discrepancies can be seen in photographs taken before the Titanic's launch. Additionally, they highlight the fact that the Titanic's construction was rushed, which they believe was part of the cover-up to make the switch less noticeable. The theory also raises questions about the role of key figures, such as Bruce Ismay, the managing director of the White Star Line, who survived the disaster. Critics of the official narrative suggest that Ismay's survival was suspicious and that he may have been complicit in the scheme. They also point to the lack of lifeboats on the Titanic as evidence of a deliberate plan to ensure the ship's sinking. However, historians and maritime experts have largely dismissed the Titanic switch theory. They argue that the differences between the ships were minor and could be explained by changes made during construction. They also note that the Olympic continued to operate for many years after the Titanic disaster, making the idea of a switch implausible. Furthermore, the insurance payout for the Titanic was not as lucrative as the theory suggests, and the risks of such a scheme would have far outweighed any potential benefits. Despite the skepticism, the Titanic switch theory remains a compelling part of the Titanic's legacy. It speaks to the enduring fascination with the disaster and the human tendency to seek explanations that go beyond the official narrative. Whether fact or fiction, this theory adds another layer of mystery to one of history's most tragic events. As we continue our journey through the top 25 conspiracy theories, the Titanic switch theory reminds us that even the most well-documented events can still hold secrets waiting to be uncovered. Now turning to a conspiracy theory that takes us into the realm of science fiction and ancient myths, the reptilian elite theory. This theory claims that shape-shifting reptilian aliens have infiltrated human society and are secretly controlling the world. At the heart of this idea is the belief that these reptilian beings, often described as highly intelligent and manipulative, have taken on human form to occupy positions of power, including political leaders, celebrities, and even members of the British royal family. The origins of the reptilian elite theory can be traced back to David Icke, a former sports broadcaster turned conspiracy theorist. In the 1990s, Icke began promoting the idea that a secretive group of reptilian humanoids, known as the Anunnaki, have been ruling humanity for thousands of years. According to Icke, these beings are not only extraterrestrial, but also possess the ability to shapeshift, allowing them to blend seamlessly into human society. He claims that many influential figures, including Queen Elizabeth II and other members of the British royal family, are actually reptilians in disguise. Icke's theories are often tied to ancient astronaut hypotheses, which suggest that extraterrestrial beings visited Earth in ancient times and influenced human civilization. Proponents of the reptilian elite theory point to ancient texts, such as the Sumerian tablets, which describe serpent-like gods who descended from the heavens. They argue that these descriptions are evidence of early encounters with reptilian aliens. Additionally, they highlight symbols and imagery in modern culture, such as the use of snakes and dragons in mythology and heraldry, as further proof of the reptilians' influence. The cultural impact of the reptilian elite theory has been significant, particularly in the age of the internet. Social media platforms and online forums have allowed the theory to spread rapidly, gaining a dedicated following. It has also inspired countless books, documentaries, and even fictional works, blending elements of conspiracy, science fiction, and horror. The theory's appeal lies in its ability to explain global events and power structures in a way that feels both fantastical and strangely plausible to its believers. However, critics argue that the reptilian elite theory is rooted in anti-Semitic tropes and baseless speculation. They point out that many of Icke's claims rely on vague interpretations of historical and cultural symbols, rather than concrete evidence. Despite the lack of proof, the theory continues to captivate those who are drawn to its dramatic narrative and its promise of uncovering hidden truths about the world. As we explore the reptilian elite theory, it serves as a reminder of how conspiracy theories can blend ancient myths with modern fears, creating stories that resonate deeply with those who feel disillusioned by traditional explanations of power and control. Whether seen as a fascinating myth or a dangerous delusion, the reptilian elite theory remains one of the most intriguing and controversial entries on our list of top 25 conspiracy theories. Now turning to a conspiracy theory that blurs the line between memory and reality, the Mandela effect. This phenomenon describes a situation where large groups of people remember events, details, or facts differently from how they are recorded in history. The name comes from one of the most famous examples. Many people vividly recall Nelson Mandela dying in prison during the 1980s, even though he was actually released in 1990 and passed away in 2013. This collective misremembering has sparked intense debate and speculation about the nature of reality itself. One of the most well-known examples of the Mandela effect involves the children's book series, The Berenstain Bears. Many people insist that the name was originally spelled Berenstain with an E rather than Berenstain with an A. This discrepancy has led to countless discussions online, with some claiming that this is evidence of alternate realities or timeline shifts. Other examples include the famous line from Star Wars, where Darth Vader says, "Luke, I am your father." In reality, the line is, "No, I am your father." Similarly, many people remember the Monopoly man wearing a monocle, but he never actually did. Theories attempting to explain the Mandela effect range from the scientific to the speculative. Some suggest that it could be the result of parallel universes or alternate timelines merging, causing people to remember events from a different reality. This idea ties into the multiverse theory, which posits that there are infinite versions of reality existing simultaneously. Others argue that the Mandela effect is simply a result of false memories, where our brains fill in gaps or distort details over time. Psychologists point to the fallibility of human memory, noting that our recollections are often influenced by suggestion, social reinforcement, and the passage of time. The rise of the internet has played a significant role in amplifying the Mandela effect. Online communities and social media platforms have allowed people to share their experiences and compare memories, creating a sense of collective validation. This has led to the phenomenon gaining widespread attention and even inspiring books, podcasts, and documentaries. The Mandela effect taps into a deep human curiosity about the nature of reality and the reliability of our own perceptions. Critics, however, argue that the Mandela effect is largely a product of confirmation bias and the way our brains process information. They point out that many of the examples can be explained by common misconceptions or the influence of popular culture. For instance, the misremembered Darth Vader line may stem from parodies or misquotes that have become more widely recognized than the original. Similarly, the Monopoly Man's supposed monocle could be a result of people associating him with other wealthy, monocle-wearing characters in media. As we delve into the Mandela effect, it serves as a fascinating exploration of how memory, culture, and technology intersect to shape our understanding of the world. Whether seen as evidence of parallel universes or simply a quirk of human psychology, the Mandela effect continues to captivate those who seek to unravel the mysteries of reality. It reminds us that even our most vivid memories may not always align with the facts, leaving us to question what is real and what is imagined. Now turning to a theory that has taken flight in the world of conspiracy, the chemtrails conspiracy. This theory claims that the white trails left behind by airplanes in the sky are not just harmless water vapor, known as contrails, but are instead chemical or biological agents being deliberately sprayed for secretive purposes. Proponents of this idea argue that these so-called chemtrails are part of a covert operation by governments or powerful organizations to control the weather, manipulate human health, or even alter the population. The origins of the chemtrails conspiracy can be traced back to the late 1990s, when the term first began appearing in online forums and alternative media. The theory gained traction as people started noticing unusual patterns in the sky and questioning the purpose of these persistent trails. Some believe that the chemicals being sprayed are part of a geoengineering project to combat climate change, while others suggest more sinister motives, such as mass mind control or population reduction. Claims about the health effects of chemtrails range from respiratory issues to more severe conditions like cancer, though there is no scientific evidence to support these assertions. Scientifically, the trails seen behind airplanes are known as contrails, short for condensation trails. These are formed when hot, humid air from jet engines mixes with the cold, low-pressure air at high altitudes, causing water vapor to condense and freeze into tiny ice crystals. Contrails can linger in the sky for hours, depending on atmospheric conditions, and sometimes spread out to form thin, cloud-like formations. While they may look unusual, contrails are a natural byproduct of aviation and have been studied extensively by meteorologists and atmospheric scientists. Social media has played a significant role in amplifying the chemtrails conspiracy. Platforms like Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter have allowed believers to share photos, videos, and personal stories, creating a sense of community and validation. Viral posts and hashtags have helped spread the theory to a global audience, often accompanied by dramatic claims and pseudoscientific explanations. This online ecosystem has made it difficult for scientific facts to compete with emotionally charged narratives, leading to widespread misinformation. Critics of the chemtrails conspiracy argue that it is a classic example of how fear and mistrust can fuel baseless theories. They point out that the scientific community has repeatedly debunked the idea, explaining that chemtrails are a well-understood phenomenon with no connection to secret spraying programs. Additionally, the sheer scale of such an operation would require the involvement of thousands of people, making it nearly impossible to keep hidden. Despite these explanations, the theory persists, fueled by a combination of distrust in authority and the persuasive power of online communities. As we explore the chemtrails conspiracy, it serves as a reminder of how easily misinformation can spread in the digital age. Whether seen as a cautionary tale or a genuine concern, this theory highlights the challenges of navigating a world where facts and fiction often blur. It also underscores the importance of critical thinking and scientific literacy in an era dominated by sensational claims and viral content. Now turning to a theory that has fascinated music fans and conspiracy enthusiasts alike: the Paul McCartney death hoax. This theory claims that Paul McCartney, one of the most iconic members of the Beatles, died in a car accident in 1966 and was secretly replaced by a look-alike to avoid public panic and keep the band's success alive. Proponents of this idea point to a series of supposed clues hidden in Beatles songs, album covers, and even interviews as evidence of this elaborate cover-up. One of the most famous pieces of evidence comes from the Abbey Road album cover. Fans have analyzed the image of the band crossing the street, noting that Paul is barefoot, out of step with the others, and holding a cigarette in his right hand despite being left-handed. Some interpret these details as symbolic of death, with bare feet representing a corpse and the cigarette resembling a funeral urn. Another often cited clue is the song Revolution 9 from the White Album, which some believe contains backward messages hinting at Paul's death. When played in reverse, phrases like "Turn me on, dead man" have fueled speculation. The theory gained widespread attention in the late 1960s when a Detroit radio host claimed to have uncovered evidence of Paul's death through fan-submitted clues. This led to a frenzy of analysis, with fans dissecting lyrics, album art, and even the band's public statements for hidden meanings. For example, the song "Strawberry Fields Forever" includes the line, "I buried Paul," though John Lennon later clarified that he actually said "cranberry sauce." Similarly, the cover of SGT, Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, features a hand hovering over Paul's head, which some interpret as a symbolic blessing or a sign of his replacement. Skeptics and fans who debunk the theory argue that these so-called clues are either coincidences or the result of overactive imaginations. They point out that Paul McCartney has consistently denied the claims, and there is no credible evidence to support the idea of a replacement. Additionally, the logistics of such a cover-up would have been nearly impossible to maintain, requiring the cooperation of countless people, including band members, record executives, and the media. The Beatles' continued success and Paul's prolific career after 1966 further undermined the theory. Despite the lack of evidence, the Paul McCartney death hoax remains one of the most enduring conspiracy theories in pop culture. It speaks to the power of myth-making and the human tendency to find patterns and meaning in art. Whether seen as a playful mystery or a genuine belief, this theory continues to captivate audiences, proving that even the most famous figures are not immune to the allure of conspiracy. As we move forward, it serves as a reminder of how easily stories can take on a life of their own, blurring the lines between fact and fiction. Now turning to a theory that takes us deep beneath the surface, literally. The hollow Earth theory proposes that our planet is not a solid sphere, but rather a hollow shell, housing an entire world within. This idea, which has fascinated thinkers for centuries, suggests that advanced civilizations might thrive in this hidden realm, far removed from the surface dwellers we know. The roots of this theory trace back to the 17th century, when the renowned astronomer Edmund Halley, best known for predicting the orbit of Halley's Comet, proposed that Earth might consist of concentric spheres, each capable of supporting life. Halley theorized that these inner layers could explain anomalies in the Earth's magnetic field, sparking centuries of speculation about what might lie beneath our feet. In the early 19th century, the idea gained further traction through the work of John Cleves Sims Jr., an American Army officer and self-proclaimed Newton of the West. Sims passionately argued that the Earth was hollow, with large openings at the poles leading to its interior. He even lobbied the U.S. government to fund an expedition to the North Pole to explore these supposed entrances, though his efforts were never realized. Modern interpretations of the hollow Earth theory often intertwine with UFO lore and claims of extraterrestrial activity. Some believers suggest that these inner realms are home to advanced beings who occasionally visit the surface, explaining sightings of unidentified flying objects. Others propose that ancient civilizations, like Atlantis or Lemuria, relocated underground after catastrophic events, continuing to thrive in secrecy. Despite its imaginative appeal, the hollow Earth theory lacks scientific support. Geologists point to seismic data and the behavior of tectonic plates as evidence that the Earth is solid. Yet the idea persists, fueled by its mysterious allure and the human fascination with the unknown. Whether seen as a metaphor for unexplored frontiers or a literal belief, the hollow Earth theory reminds us of the enduring power of curiosity and the stories we create to make sense of the world around us. As we continue our journey through the top conspiracy theories, this one stands out as a testament to the boundless creativity of the human mind. Now turning to a theory that takes us into the heart of one of the world's most enigmatic institutions, the Vatican. Conspiracy Theory 16, The Vatican Secrets, explores the belief that the Catholic Church holds hidden knowledge and artifacts, some of which could rewrite history as we know it. For centuries, the Vatican has been a symbol of power, faith, and mystery, but beneath its grandeur lies a web of speculation about what it might be hiding. One of the most enduring claims is that the Vatican possesses the Ark of the Covenant, the sacred chest said to hold the stone tablets of the Ten Commandments. According to biblical accounts, the Ark was a powerful relic, capable of unleashing divine wrath. Some theorists argue that the Vatican has kept it hidden for centuries, fearing its power or using it to maintain its influence. While there's no concrete evidence to support this claim, the idea continues to captivate those who believe in the Ark's existence. Another layer of intrigue surrounds the Vatican's vast archives, which are said to house ancient texts and manuscripts containing forbidden knowledge. These documents, some claim, could reveal secrets about early Christianity, lost civilizations, or even extraterrestrial contact. The Vatican's strict control over access to these archives has only fueled speculation, with theorists suggesting that the Church is hiding information that could challenge its authority or reshape our understanding of history. Extraterrestrial theories also find a place in the Vatican's secrets narrative. Some believe that the Church has evidence of alien life, possibly even communication with otherworldly beings. This idea gained traction after a Vatican astronomer publicly stated that the existence of extraterrestrials would not contradict Catholic doctrine. While this statement was rooted in scientific curiosity, conspiracy theorists saw it as a hint that the Vatican knows more than it's letting on. The Vatican's culture of secrecy plays a significant role in these theories. From its closed-door meetings to its guarded archives, the institution's opacity has long been a source of fascination and suspicion. Critics argue that this secrecy is necessary to protect sacred traditions, while others see it as a deliberate effort to conceal the truth. Despite the lack of evidence, the Vatican secrets theory endures, fueled by the institution's mystique and the human desire to uncover hidden truths. Whether seen as a symbol of divine authority or a repository of forbidden knowledge, the Vatican remains a focal point for conspiracy theories that challenge our understanding of history, faith, and the unknown. As we move forward, this theory reminds us that even the most revered institutions are not immune to speculation and intrigue. Now turning to a theory that takes us into the realm of advanced technology and its potential for manipulation, Conspiracy Theory 17, the HAARP program. The High Frequency Active Oral Research Program, or HAARP, has long been a subject of intense speculation, with claims ranging from weather control to mind manipulation. Located in Alaska, this research facility was originally designed to study the ionosphere, the layer of Earth's atmosphere that plays a crucial role in radio communications and satellite operations. However, its powerful capabilities have led to a host of conspiracy theories that suggest far more sinister purposes. The origins of the HAARP conspiracy theory can be traced back to the late 1990s, when the program began conducting experiments using high-frequency radio waves to interact with the ionosphere. Some theorists argue that these experiments were not just scientific endeavors, but attempts to manipulate the weather, trigger natural disasters, or even control human minds. One of the most persistent claims is that HAARP can create artificial earthquakes or hurricanes, using its technology to destabilize regions or exert geopolitical influence. While these ideas may sound like science fiction, they have gained traction among those who distrust government-funded research. Another layer of the theory suggests that HAARP is capable of mind control, using its radio waves to influence human behavior or even implant thoughts. This idea is often tied to broader fears about government surveillance and the erosion of personal freedoms. Proponents of this theory point to alleged incidents of unexplained psychological effects in areas near HAARP facilities, though there is no scientific evidence to support these claims. In reality, HAARP's primary purpose is to study the ionosphere and its effects on global communication systems. The program's research has contributed to advancements in satellite technology, radio communications, and our understanding of space weather. Scientists explain that the high-frequency waves used by HAARP are not powerful enough to alter weather patterns or affect human brains. Instead, they are designed to create small, localized changes in the ionosphere for research purposes. Despite these scientific explanations, the HAARP conspiracy theory persists, fueled by the program's secrecy and the complexity of its technology. The facility's remote location and limited public access have only added to the mystery, making it a magnet for speculation. Critics argue that the lack of transparency around HAARP activities has allowed conspiracy theories to flourish, even as researchers continue to emphasize its legitimate scientific goals. As we move forward, the HAARP program serves as a reminder of how advanced technology can become a lightning rod for conspiracy theories. Whether seen as a tool for scientific discovery or a potential instrument of control, HAARP continues to spark debate about the boundaries of human innovation and the ethical implications of manipulating the natural world. This theory challenges us to question not only what technology can do, but also how it is perceived in an age of growing skepticism and mistrust. Now turning to a mystery that has baffled investigators and conspiracy theorists for decades. Conspiracy Theory 18, the Dyatlov Pass Incident. In January 1959, a group of 9 experienced hikers ventured into the Ural Mountains in Russia, embarking on what should have been a routine expedition. However, their journey ended in tragedy under circumstances so bizarre that they have sparked countless theories and debates to this day. The hikers, led by Igor Dyatlov, were found dead weeks after they failed to return from their trek. The scene was unlike anything investigators had ever seen. Their tent was torn open from the inside, as if they had fled in a panic. The bodies were discovered scattered across the snowy landscape, some with severe injuries, including fractured skulls and broken ribs. Strangely, one hiker was missing her tongue, and others showed signs of high levels of radiation on their clothing. The official explanation pointed to an unknown compelling force, but this vague conclusion only deepened the mystery. One of the most widely discussed theories is that an avalanche forced the hikers to abandon their tent in the middle of the night. Proponents of this idea argue that the group may have been caught off guard by a sudden snowslide, leading them to flee without proper clothing or equipment. The injuries, they suggest, could have been caused by the force of the avalanche or by the hikers falling into a ravine while trying to escape. However, critics of this theory point out that the terrain at the time showed no clear signs of an avalanche, and the injuries sustained by some of the hikers seemed too severe to be explained by natural causes alone. Another theory suggests that the hikers may have encountered secret military experiments in the area. The Ural Mountains were known to be a site of Soviet weapons testing during the Cold War, and some believe that the hikers accidentally stumbled upon a test site, exposing them to radiation or other hazards. This could explain the high levels of radiation found on their clothing and the mysterious injuries. However, no concrete evidence has ever been found to support this claim, leaving it firmly in the realm of speculation. Other theories range from the plausible to the paranormal. Some suggest that the hikers were attacked by local indigenous people or wild animals, while others propose that they encountered extraterrestrial activity or even a Yeti-like creature. The lack of definitive answers has allowed these theories to flourish, turning the Dyatlov Pass incident into one of the most enduring mysteries of the 20th century. Despite numerous investigations and countless theories, the true cause of the hikers' deaths remains unknown. The Dyatlov Pass incident continues to captivate those who seek to unravel its secrets, serving as a chilling reminder of how nature and human curiosity can intersect in the most unexpected and tragic ways. As we move forward, this theory challenges us to consider the limits of our understanding and the enduring allure of the unexplained. Now turning to a gathering shrouded in secrecy and intrigue, Conspiracy Theory 19, the Bohemian Grove. Nestled in the redwood forests of Northern California, this exclusive retreat has long been a subject of fascination and speculation. Every summer, Some of the world's most powerful individuals, politicians, business tycoons, and celebrities gather at this private campground, sparking rumors of clandestine meetings and mysterious rituals. At the heart of the intrigue is the so-called cremation of care ceremony, a theatrical event that takes place during the retreat. During this ritual, participants are said to burn an effigy symbolizing their worldly concerns, symbolically freeing themselves from the burdens of their daily lives. While the ceremony is described by attendees as a harmless tradition, conspiracy theorists argue that it holds deeper, more sinister meanings. Some claim it is a form of occult ritual, while others suggest it serves as a bonding exercise for the elite, solidifying their alliances and shared agendas. The secrecy surrounding Bohemian Grove has fueled countless theories about its true purpose. One of the most persistent claims is that the retreat serves as a hub for political and corporate collusion, where decisions affecting global events are made behind closed doors. Critics point to the high-profile attendees, including former U.S. presidents and CEOs of major corporations, as evidence of its influence. However, supporters of the Grove argue that it is simply a place for relaxation and networking, with no hidden agenda. Adding to the mystery is the limited information available about the retreat. The Bohemian Club, which organizes the event, maintains strict privacy, and outsiders are rarely allowed access. This lack of transparency has led to wild speculation, with some theorists suggesting that the Grove is a meeting place for a shadowy global elite, orchestrating events to maintain their power and control. Others have even linked it to conspiracy theories about the New World Order, claiming it is a key player in a larger plan to dominate the world. Despite the sensational claims, concrete evidence about the activities at Bohemian Grove remains elusive. While the retreat undoubtedly brings together influential figures, the extent of its impact on global affairs is a matter of debate. What is clear, however, is that the Bohemian Grove continues to captivate the imagination of conspiracy theorists, serving as a symbol of the power and secrecy that surround the world's elite. As we move forward, this theory invites us to question the hidden networks that shape our world and the stories we tell about those who hold the reins of power. Now turning to one of the most enduring legends in human history, Conspiracy Theory 20, the Lost City of Atlantis. This mythical island, first described by the ancient Greek philosopher Plato, has fascinated scholars, explorers, and conspiracy theorists for centuries. According to Plato, Atlantis was a powerful and advanced civilization that existed around 9,000 years before his time. He claimed it was located beyond the Pillars of Hercules, believed to be the modern-day Strait of Gibraltar, and described it as a utopia of unparalleled wealth and technology. However, Atlantis met a catastrophic end, sinking into the ocean in a single day and night of misfortune, leaving behind only stories and speculation. The tale of Atlantis has sparked countless theories about its possible location and the nature of its advanced society. Some believe it was a real place, pointing to archaeological discoveries like the sunken city of Helike in Greece, or the underwater structures near Bimini in the Bahamas as potential evidence. Others argue that Atlantis was a metaphor created by Plato to illustrate his philosophical ideas about hubris and the fall of great civilizations. Despite the lack of concrete proof, the search for Atlantis continues to captivate the imagination, with theories placing it everywhere from the Mediterranean Sea to Antarctica. Modern interpretations of Atlantis often tie it to other conspiracy theories, particularly those involving ancient aliens. Some theorists suggest that the advanced technology and knowledge attributed to Atlantis could only have come from extraterrestrial beings. They point to similarities between descriptions of Atlantis and other ancient myths of lost civilizations, arguing that these stories are evidence of alien intervention in human history. This connection has fueled speculation that Atlantis was part of a global network of ancient societies that interacted with or were influenced by extraterrestrial visitors. The mystery of Atlantis also intersects with broader conspiracy narratives about hidden knowledge and suppressed history. Some believe that governments or secret organizations possess evidence of Atlantis, but keep it hidden to maintain control over the population. Others argue that the story of Atlantis serves as a warning about the dangers of unchecked power and environmental destruction, themes that resonate strongly in today's world. While the truth about Atlantis remains elusive, its legend continues to inspire exploration and debate. Whether it was a real place, a philosophical allegory, or a fragment of ancient alien contact, the story of Atlantis challenges us to question what we know about our past and the possibilities that lie beyond our understanding. As we move forward, this theory invites us to explore the boundaries between myth and reality, and the enduring allure of the unknown. Now turning to one of the most bizarre and chilling conspiracy theories of all time, Conspiracy Theory 21, the Montauk Project. This theory centers around alleged secret government experiments conducted at Camp Hero, a decommissioned military base in Montauk, New York. According to proponents, the Montauk Project was a series of covert operations that pushed the boundaries of science and morality, delving into areas like time travel, mind control, and even contact with extraterrestrial beings. The origins of the Montauk Project theory can be traced back to the early 1980s, when a man named Preston Nichols claimed to have recovered suppressed memories of his involvement in the experiments. Nichols, along with other self-proclaimed whistleblowers, described a range of activities at Camp Hero, including the development of advanced psychological warfare techniques, the creation of devices capable of manipulating time and space, and interactions with alien entities. One of the most sensational claims is that the project successfully opened a portal to another dimension, allowing researchers to explore alternate realities and even bring back objects or beings from these realms. Central to the Montauk Project narrative is the idea of mind control. Theorists allege that the government used techniques like electromagnetic frequency manipulation and psychological conditioning to control individuals, erasing their memories or implanting false ones. Some even claim that these experiments were connected to earlier programs like MK-Ultra, a real-life CIA project that explored mind control during the Cold War. The Montauk Project is often portrayed as a continuation or escalation of these efforts, pushing the boundaries of what was scientifically and ethically possible. Another key aspect of the theory involves extraterrestrial involvement. Some accounts suggest that the Montauk Project was conducted in collaboration with alien beings who provided advanced technology or knowledge in exchange for access to human subjects. These claims often tie into broader conspiracy narratives about government cover-ups of extraterrestrial contact and the existence of secret treaties between world leaders and alien civilizations. Despite the dramatic nature of these claims, there is little to no concrete evidence to support the existence of the Montauk Project. Critics argue that the theory is a blend of science fiction, urban legend, and misinterpreted historical events. For example, Camp Hero was indeed a real military base, but its activities were focused on radar technology and coastal defense, not secret experiments. The lack of verifiable documentation and the reliance on anecdotal accounts have led many to dismiss the Montauk project as a modern myth. Nevertheless, the theory has had a significant impact on pop culture, inspiring books, movies, and television shows that explore themes of government secrecy, advanced technology, and the unknown. The Montauk project has become a symbol of humanity's fascination with the boundaries of science and the potential for hidden truths lurking just beneath the surface of our everyday reality. As we consider the Montauk project, we are reminded of the power of storytelling and the human desire to uncover secrets that challenge our understanding of the world. Whether fact or fiction, this theory invites us to question the limits of science, the ethics of experimentation, and the possibility that some mysteries may never be fully explained. With this in mind, we move forward to the next chapter of our exploration, where the line between reality and imagination continues to blur. Now turning to a theory that strikes at the heart of our digital age conspiracy theory 22, the dead internet theory. This unsettling idea suggests that the majority of online activity we see today is not generated by real people, but by bots and artificial intelligence. According to this theory, the internet as we know it has become a hollow shell, with genuine human interaction making up only a small fraction of what we encounter on social media, news platforms, and online communities. The dead internet theory gained traction in the early 2020s, fueled by growing concerns about the rise of automated systems and the increasing sophistication of artificial intelligence. Proponents argue that algorithms and bots have taken over, creating the illusion of engagement while masking the decline of authentic human connection. They point to the sheer volume of automated content, from fake social media accounts to algorithmically generated news articles, as evidence that the internet is no longer a space dominated by real people. One of the most alarming implications of this theory is its impact on social media. Platforms like Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram rely heavily on user engagement to drive advertising revenue. But if much of that engagement is artificially generated, it raises questions about the authenticity of online interactions. Are the likes, comments, and shares we see coming from real people, or are they the work of bots designed to manipulate trends and opinions? The dead internet theory suggests that the answer may be more unsettling than we realize. The theory also extends to the realm of news and information. With the rise of AI-generated content, it's becoming increasingly difficult to distinguish between articles written by human journalists and those produced by algorithms. This blurring of lines has led to concerns about the spread of misinformation and the erosion of trust in traditional media. If much of what we read online is generated by machines, how can we be sure that the information we're consuming is accurate or unbiased? Online communities are another area where the dead internet theory raises red flags. Forums, comment sections, and discussion boards have long been spaces for people to share ideas and connect with others. But if these spaces are overrun by bots, the sense of community and genuine dialogue could be lost. The theory suggests that the internet, once a vibrant hub of human interaction, is now a place where real voices are drowned out by the noise of automated systems. Critics of the dead internet theory argue that while bots and AI do play a significant role in shaping online activity, the idea that real human interaction has become minimal is an exaggeration. They point to the millions of people who continue to use the internet for genuine communication, creativity, and collaboration. However, even skeptics acknowledge that the rise of automation poses challenges for maintaining the authenticity of online spaces. As we explore the dead internet theory, we are forced to confront the evolving nature of our digital world. It challenges us to consider the balance between technology and humanity, and the potential consequences of allowing machines to dominate our online experiences. Whether this theory holds water or not, it serves as a reminder to approach the internet with a critical eye, questioning the sources of the content we consume and the authenticity of the interactions we engage in. With this in mind, we move forward to the next chapter of our exploration, where the mysteries of the digital age continue to unfold, now turning to a theory that takes us beyond the digital realm and into the vast expanse of space. Conspiracy Theory 23, the Black Knight Satellite. This intriguing idea suggests that an ancient alien satellite has been orbiting Earth for thousands of years, silently observing humanity. The origins of this theory trace back to the late 19th century, when inventor Nikola Tesla claimed to have intercepted strange radio signals that he believed originated from an extraterrestrial source. These signals, according to Tesla, were unlike anything produced by natural phenomena or human technology, leading him to speculate about the existence of an alien satellite. The Black Knight satellite theory gained further traction in the 1950s and 60s, when reports emerged of unidentified objects orbiting Earth. These objects, captured by radar and telescopes, were said to move in ways that defied conventional explanations. Some theorists claimed that these were remnants of an advanced alien civilization, sent to monitor or communicate with humanity. The name Black Knight was coined to describe the mysterious satellite, with its dark, enigmatic presence in the night sky. One of the most compelling pieces of evidence cited by believers is a series of photographs allegedly taken by NASA during space missions. These images appear to show a strange, dark object floating in orbit, with a shape and structure that seem artificial rather than natural. Proponents of the theory argue that this object is the Black Knight satellite, a relic of alien technology that has been circling Earth for millennia. They also point to ancient myths and legends that describe celestial objects or sky gods visiting Earth, suggesting that the Black Knight could be a real-world counterpart to these stories. However, NASA and other scientific organizations have offered explanations that debunk the Black Knight satellite theory. According to experts, the mysterious object captured in photographs is likely space debris, such as a discarded thermal blanket or a piece of a satellite. They also explain that the radio signals detected by Tesla and others could have been caused by natural phenomena, such as pulsars or atmospheric interference. Despite these explanations, the Black Knight satellite theory continues to captivate the imagination of conspiracy enthusiasts who argue that the official accounts are part of a larger cover-up to hide the truth about extraterrestrial contact. The role of misinformation has played a significant part in keeping the Black Knight satellite myth alive. Over the years, various images, videos, and stories have been circulated online, often without proper context or verification. These pieces of content, combined with the human tendency to seek patterns and meaning in the unknown, have fueled the belief in an ancient alien satellite orbiting Earth. The Black Knight satellite theory serves as a reminder of how easily myths can be perpetuated in the age of information, and how the line between fact and fiction can become blurred. As we explore the Black Knight satellite theory, we are reminded of humanity's enduring fascination with the cosmos and the possibility of extraterrestrial life. Whether this theory is rooted in reality or imagination, it challenges us to question our understanding of the universe and the mysteries that lie beyond our reach. With this in mind, we move forward to the next chapter of our exploration, where the boundaries between science and speculation continue to blur. Now turning to a darker and more unsettling chapter in the realm of conspiracy theories, we delve into Conspiracy Theory 24, the Franklin cover-up. This theory centers on allegations of a child abuse ring involving high-ranking officials in the United States during the 1980s. The case first came to light in 1988, when a Nebraska grand jury investigated claims of widespread abuse and exploitation, with accusations pointing to prominent political and business figures. The allegations were shocking, suggesting a network of powerful individuals involved in illegal activities that were systematically covered up. The investigation began after a series of reports from victims and whistleblowers who claimed that children were being trafficked and abused as part of a larger scheme. These claims implicated not only local figures, but also individuals with connections to national politics, raising questions about the extent of the conspiracy. The media played a significant role in bringing the case to public attention, with newspapers and television programs covering the allegations in detail. However, the coverage was often sensationalized, leading to widespread skepticism and debate about the credibility of the claims. One of the most controversial aspects of the Franklin cover-up is the lack of conclusive evidence. While some witnesses provided detailed testimonies, others recanted their statements, citing coercion or manipulation. The grand jury ultimately dismissed many of the allegations, citing insufficient evidence and inconsistencies in the accounts. This outcome fueled further speculation, with conspiracy theorists arguing that the investigation was deliberately sabotaged to protect those in power. They pointed to the involvement of influential figures and the potential for a coordinated effort to suppress the truth. The Franklin cover-up has had a lasting impact on conspiracy culture, becoming a symbol of distrust in institutions and the belief that powerful elites operate above the law. The case has been referenced in books, documentaries, and online discussions, often as an example of how systemic corruption can evade accountability. It also highlights the challenges of investigating such allegations, particularly when they involve individuals with significant influence and resources. The lack of definitive answers has left the case shrouded in mystery, with theories ranging from genuine cover-ups to elaborate hoaxes. As we examine the Franklin cover-up, we are reminded of the complexities and ethical dilemmas that arise when confronting allegations of abuse and corruption. The case serves as a cautionary tale about the importance of transparency and accountability, while also illustrating how easily conspiracy theories can take root in the absence of clear answers. With this in mind, we move forward to the final chapter of our exploration, where we confront one of the most thought-provoking theories of all time. Now turning to the final and perhaps most mind-bending theory in our list, we explore conspiracy theory 25, the simulation theory. This idea suggests that our reality might not be what it seems, that everything we experience, from the stars in the sky to the ground beneath our feet, could be an elaborate computer simulation. The roots of this theory stretch back to ancient philosophy, with thinkers like Plato pondering the nature of reality. However, it gained modern traction in the early 21st century, thanks in part to figures like Elon Musk, who famously stated that the odds of us living in base reality are 1 in billions. The simulation theory posits that an advanced civilization, possibly our future descendants, has created a hyper-realistic simulation of the universe. Within this framework, every thought, action, and event is part of a programmed experience. Proponents argue that as technology advances, the likelihood of creating such simulations increases exponentially. If future civilizations can simulate entire worlds, the chances that we are living in one of those simulations rather than the original reality becomes statistically significant. Scientifically, the theory has sparked intense debate. Some researchers point to the limitations of computing power and the complexity of simulating an entire universe as evidence against it. Others, however, suggest that certain anomalies in physics, such as the behavior of particles at the quantum level, could be glitches or artifacts of a simulated reality. Philosophers and scientists alike have wrestled with the implications, questioning whether it's even possible to prove or disprove the theory. Culturally, the simulation theory has left a profound mark. It has inspired countless movies, books, and video games, from The Matrix to Inception, exploring the idea of constructed realities and the nature of existence. The theory also resonates with our growing reliance on technology, as virtual reality and artificial intelligence become more integrated into our daily lives. It challenges us to question what it means to be real and whether our perceptions can be trusted. As we conclude our journey through the top 25 conspiracy theories of all time, the simulation theory serves as a fitting finale. It encapsulates humanity's endless curiosity and our desire to understand the mysteries of existence. Whether you find it plausible or far-fetched, it invites us to think critically about the nature of reality and our place within it. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the strange, the unexplained, and the thought-provoking. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the mysteries that captivate our world. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep an open mind. Now turning to the conclusion of our journey through the top 25 conspiracy theories of all time, it's clear that these ideas have captivated minds for generations. From the Moon Landing Hoax to the simulation theory, each one reflects humanity's deep-seated curiosity and our desire to uncover hidden truths. These theories, whether rooted in historical events, scientific anomalies, or cultural fears, reveal our tendency to seek patterns and explanations in a world that often feels unpredictable. What makes these theories so enduring is their ability to challenge our understanding of reality. They push us to question authority, examine evidence, and consider possibilities that lie beyond the ordinary. While some may dismiss them as mere speculation, others see them as a way to explore the boundaries of what we know and what we believe. This tension between skepticism and belief is what keeps these theories alive, sparking debates and inspiring countless stories, movies, and discussions. As we reflect on these 25 theories, it's important to approach them with a critical mind. While they may offer intriguing narratives, they also remind us of the importance of evidence, logic, and open-minded inquiry. Whether you find them fascinating, unsettling, or entirely implausible, they invite us to think deeply about the world around us and our place within it. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of the strange, the unexplained, and the thought-provoking. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more deep dives into the mysteries that captivate our world. Share your thoughts in the comments below. Which theory intrigued you the most? Do you believe any of them hold a grain of truth? Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep an open mind. The mysteries of our world are waiting